Hi and good morning. How's everyone doing today? I am going to be reading today's top social media news, and you can follow along. I've picked some really good ones for today, and I hope you can see this. I'm just going to double check that everything's okay. Does not seem like this is working at the moment. Hmm. Oh, we are live, but I went to the wrong. Uh, Hi, I see it now. Good morning and welcome. We're reading a couple of the social media top stories today. So I'm going to start with our very favorite platform, and we know why. It's because I'm monetized right here on YouTube. So YouTube expands its 3-minute shorts to all users, and we know why. A lot of the vertical video format that has been trending has been, stuff that is also on TikTok, and I'm guessing this has something to do with that. It's very interesting because the data that you get from shorts is like very often people just want to watch just the start or like the whole thing more than once if it's really short. So I'm really interested to see how the 3-minute ones will work. Yeah, and if you'd have any, I think they would work really well for how-to contents and like when people are teaching you how to do stuff. It is going to be a game changer there. Yep. So they had started with like just a select few and a trial group, but now they're rolling it out to everybody. So that's going to be very interesting. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of that. Up next, we have what everyone's talking about, and that is um, the TikTok at the Supreme Court. As you know, they've said that Donald Trump has made it clear, saying that he wants to have TikTok banned by 19th of January, and any of the TikTok entities that continue to carry on the service after Jan 19th will see heavy fines. Now that brings a big debate. It has sparked big debate south of the Canadian border, that's in the U.S., about free speech, and that liberty is one of the very strong values in North America, and that ban on TikTok seems to be violating that, but they do claim national security reasons as well. So it is very interesting to see how that will pan out. There are a lot of people, about 172 million people on TikTok. A lot of the creators there are, rely on it for for a source of income, whether it's their primary source or just a little bit of extra income. So a ban like that would definitely severely impact. But yeah, so according to CNBC, three things that are being brought to court are the justices will consider whether the law that would effectively ban TikTok in the US violates US Constitution's free speech protections, which is what the debate is on all over social media as well. It's unclear whether the court will hand down a decision, and if China's ByteDance continues to refuse to divest TikTok to an American company, it faces a ban nationwide. So that's also interesting. The law in question would impose harsh civil penalties for app entities that continue to carry on TikTok after Jan 19th. Um, Only time can tell. We can wait and watch, but it's definitely a very highly impactful thing that's gonna happen there. So we're gonna keep our eye out on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am curious to find out. And story number 3 for the day is Meta. Um, Meta's Facebook to drop fact checkers. What does this mean for social media? So, if you're on Threads or on X or on any of these platforms, you couldn't typically make claims that something was doing really well, or something was, or you were number one at something. Like everything was fact checked, and you would see like this little label coming on and telling you, you would see this little label coming on. Oh, you would see this little, I don't know what's happening. Okay. You would see this little label coming on and telling you that this was factually correct or not. But today, everyone can make any claim. So if you are on Threads, you're seeing people say, call themselves the number one podcaster, they're calling themselves your number one anything, and there's nobody vetting that fact. So it's nice that a lot of people are just doing that and referring to the fact check, so it's fine. But for a lot of people are concerned about how misinformation is going to spread again. Now, the Zuckerberg side of things is, and what he had launched that video, which is also trending all over. So if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. Where he says, yeah, he says that the fact checking organizations that tended to be, okay, and I'm just going to read this out as is from Al Jazeera. Um, Among the changes, Meta's fact checking organization will end abolished, and the group will switch to a system of community notes similar to those used by X platform instead. They felt that the fact checking organizations were a bit biased, and he specifically referred to like immigrants and other smaller groups. I think it was immigrants and, let me pull that up for you. Yeah. Zuckerberg said that fact checking organizations had proved to be biased when it came to selecting content to moderate, and added that he wanted to ensure free speech on all platforms. It's time to get back to the roots and free expressions. He wrote in his post with like a 5-minute video, which, yeah, he singled out gender and immigration in particular because a lot of these fact checking organizations were doing different things. I'm based out of Toronto. Hi there. Hi there, Big Bree 44. Thanks for joining in. Yeah. But I'm reading like global news right now, so just we're just going through the top stories of social media and seeing, yeah, discussing that if you want to. Yeah, I can't share my screen right now, so I haven't figured out how to do that. Um, but yeah, so I just pull it up for myself and then I read out to you guys. But if you want to read that article, I can share the link with you in the on the live chat, and you can take a look at it. It's right here. Yeah, there we go. What else? Are there any top stories in social media that you guys have read and would like to talk about? I am gonna go on and like highlight some of the trends that are within my feed, and we can see what do you think about it. Yeah, so as I shared in like yesterday's, there's some like very interesting things that Instagram shared if you want to increase your reach, and that's to look at things like watermarks, engagement bait, reels over 90 seconds, non-recommendable content, and posting content that you didn't make. So these are things to avoid if you want to go through that. maybe tomorrow I'm going to do the, TikTok dropped its what's next report of 2025, and I might go through that tomorrow. If you guys want to do that with me, join in. I'll try and do these every day for about like 10 or 15 minutes. I'll try keeping it at the same time as well, if that works. So we can just go through the day's news and, you know, discuss it. You can put it in the comments. And if there's something interesting about marketing or social media that you would want to talk about, you can do that. I'm Kate. I also run a marketing podcast. This month, I'm focusing on the job search in North America, but I'm beginning to see trends that are very similar across countries as well. So if you or someone you know is on that job search, do send them my way, and we can all discuss and support each other. Um, yeah, I'm curious to see what's happening in other countries and what the job situation is like. Uh, it is a pretty competitive market right now here in North America, and especially if you're a mid-level person. So I'm someone with about 10 years of experience, and it's tough to find something on the same level. Even entry-level jobs are becoming very competitive because of the lack of availability of these kind of roles. Everyone's just, shrinking themselves and doing entry-level roles because that's what the economy demands. But they become very competitive, and it's often very hard to even like get an interview or a call back. So that's where we are. I also do consulting. So if you or someone you know has any marketing consulting requirements, please feel free to reach out. That's all for today. I'll join us back. I'll join in back again tomorrow with some more social media news, and I hope to see you there as well. Um, Say hello. Don't be a stranger when you walk into our chat rooms. That always makes me really happy. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.